Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you see in the title, I'm going back to my old ways, kinda, I guess, but I'm gonna be picking up this right here, pop up on the screen, this Nintendo Switch bundle. The guy's asking $220 and I offered him 170 and I'll pick it up. And another tactic that I use, first off, he said yeah, he'll do 170. And then I asked him to mark it sold for me because he said he'll meet up after 2 o'clock. And a tactic that I use is I ask them to please mark it sold, that I will pick it up for sure. Just let me know when you're available. And that's a good tactic to use, because if another reseller hops in, or somebody offers more money, or they pay the 220 or they offered 200 and I offered 170, most likely that person that's selling is going to sell it to that person that's offering more, right? So always have the market sold. I always do that, and just that way nobody else can message that buyer and it just looks like it's sold. So just think of it as, like, say you saw it and you're going to message them, but you can't because it's sold, so you just think it's sold, right? So just a key tip right there for picking up video games. And I've been picking up shoes and stuff because clothing has been super dry, guys. And I'm not giving up on clothing. It's still my main category, but I have to figure out ways to make money. So I'm kind of going back to my old ways with video games and shoes. And I'm very knowledgeable in both those categories. So I know I tell you guys to focus on one category, but when you do this for a living, you have to adapt. And if I'm not finding clothing, you know, I have to figure things out, right? You have to adapt or you will fail. So we're gonna go pick this up. I'll show you guys everything that I picked up. I'm gonna show you guys some flea market pickups that I found today as well. And yeah, that's another thing I've started doing. I started going to flea markets really early in the morning, like 7 in the morning, 6, 7 in the morning, and then garage sales. I've been hitting those every weekend too, looking for community sales and stuff. So just trying to adapt my business and find other things, and it's kind of giving me a new spark too in reselling. But anyways, let me show you guys what I picked up at the flea market, then we'll go pick up these video games and I'll show you guys all that. Thank you guys for all the support and thank you for watching. Let's get into some finds. All right, guys, so here's everything that I picked up right here. These are 2 shoes that I shared in my last video that I cleaned up. I still got to hit them a little more, it looks like, but you guys remember, if you guys saw that video, there was some stains on the knit and they were just really dirty, and I cleaned them up. A lot of resellers will pass on these just because they're dirty and they don't want to do some work. And I also cleaned the insoles as well a little bit, scrubbed them with some Dawn soap and some water, and just got like a toothbrush and clean that up a little bit. Just gotta wipe the bottoms down maybe a little bit and hit the laces more. But if you guys remember, these were really dirty. But yeah, cleaned them up, $8 into at least 50. And then these Hirachis as well, Nike Hirachis, I believe they're called. There was a little mustard stain or ketchup stain right there. I cleaned it up. Just got some Dawn soap, guys, and some water, and hit it with the magic eraser, and they're pretty clean now. And a lot of times I feel like people will pass up because they don't want to do a little bit of work, and good for me because I don't mind picking those up for $8 and now flipping them for maybe 40 to 50. So just a quick tip there, don't be afraid to do a little work. And here's all my flea market pickups that I got today and a little bit yesterday. Didn't find too much, but you can see there's no clothing, and that's kind of been the theme around here. But don't worry, I will start, you know, I will do more videos with clothing, of course, so don't worry about that. But I picked up these Vans. I paid $6. I usually don't pick them up if they're kind of beat on the back. I usually like to pick these up in perfect condition, but these ones are not bad. I'll clean them up, and they have the flames on it, so I think somebody will still pay like 25 to 30 for those. Paid $6 for them. And then we picked up these little beaters here. I paid $4 for these. I forget what retro these are off the top of my head, but they're pretty beat. And yeah, so for $4, even if I get $30 for them, someone will buy these. These are a size 5.5. So if someone wants some beaters for $30, these will sell for sure. Then here's a brand that I love picking up that I hardly find anymore, but Ed Hardy, and I paid $5 for these. The seller wanted $8, but I offered $5, and they took them. They're pretty clean still, and these should move pretty quick. They're like the slip-on ones, so don't sleep on Ed Hardy, guys. Clothing does very good too, but these should sell for at least, I would say, $30. And then I got some Converse. These are super clean. I don't pick up Vans or Converse unless they're like super clean. These ones just need a quick wipe down. The only exception would be like if they have designs on them, maybe if they're a little beat. And then with these, you always want to kind of bend them and make sure they're not like splitting right here, but you can always put some like glue. And this is the glue that I would use. There's probably other ones that are better, but This one's pretty good, E6000. It's only like $4 or $5 at Walmart, if you guys were wondering. But yeah, I paid $5 for these. Should get like at least 30, 25, 30. And then I got these Ultra Boost. I love picking up Ultra Boost. I paid $15 for these, and they're really clean. You just need a really light cleaning, but they're super clean. I think I can get at least 45 to 50 for those. And then I got this Dallas Cowboys hat. Pretty good condition, just needs a quick wipe down. But football season, that should sell. I paid $5 for that. And then we got these Ultra Boost right here. I had to pay $20 for these. I offered $15, but I think $20 is still a really good deal because these are super clean. Look like they were probably worn maybe one time, and they came with a box. So I'll probably throw the box out, but for 20 bucks, I don't mind because I feel like I can get at least 45 to 50 for these. So that's everything I picked up. Let's go see what else the day holds for us. Maybe we'll hit some thrift stores, but let's go pick up these video games. I actually forgot, I did find some like 2 pieces of clothing at a thrift store like 2 days ago. But this is what you're looking for right here, guys. So this is the Under Armour Project Rock. This is the Rock's collab with Under Armour. So what you're looking for is that Under Armour logo with the Rock's logo. Paid $5 for this, size medium, and it's really good condition. I should get at least 20 to 25 plus shipping on that. And then a nice Tommy Bahama for $5, good size XL. And this one's cool because it has the embroidery. So that's a bare minimum of $25 plus shipping. So I just want to share that with you guys real quick as well. All right, guys, so we're back at the house, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I picked up today. Got a really good deal on the Nintendo Switch, as you saw here on OfferUp. The guy was asking 220 bucks, and I got him down to 170, and I picked it up. So got a really good deal. But first, just want to talk about kind of like this channel and like where it's headed and kind of just like my business. So I know I tell you guys to focus on one category, master that category, but use me for an example. Like if it's dry at the thrifts and you're not finding much, it is good to be knowledgeable in other categories. Because if you think about it, if you take me for an example, clothing's my main gig, right? That's my main niche. But I'm also an expert in video games. I've made over $150,000+ just selling video games, and that was in 1 year. And then the year before that, I did about $96,000 doing video games, and then I moved into clothing. And just because I thought clothing was going to be more scalable, so it's actually pretty hard to get quality inventory every single day with clothing. So sometimes there's days I don't find anything, and just like this past week, I haven't really found much. A couple shirts here and there, but that's why I started to adapt into shoes, which is pretty obtainable in my areas. Flea markets, garage sales, thrift stores, of course. And then, of course, I look for the best clothing I can find. And now I'm starting to look for video games as well and OfferUp a little more, kind of just going back to the old days, but a little more organized. And I feel, since I am an expert in shoes and video games and clothing, I feel like it's going to give good content as well to you guys watching. And I'm going to have to probably move out of this spare room in my house into a storage unit soon too. So that's going to be more content for the channel. So it's just a growing process, and I feel like this is the only way I'm going to be able to grow my store is if I add on 1 or 2 more categories that I'm really good at. It's not like I'm a newbie in shoes or a newbie in video games. If you guys been watching me a long time, you guys know years and years, like 2 years ago, 2+ years ago, I used to do a lot of shoes and I used to do a lot of video games. I've made over $150,000 last year just doing video games, and then the year before that I did around $96,000 in sales just doing video games. So I'm very knowledgeable in video games. So anyways, let's jump right into what I picked up. But first, I just listed these 2 items like literally a couple hours ago, and they both sold. So first thing I picked up was, it was for $5 at a garage sale. It's a Halo Edition Xbox original controller, and this sold for $25 with free shipping. I'll pop it up somewhere here. And then this also sold for $24.99 with free shipping. It's a Nintendo GameCube memory card, and this sold for 25 bucks. Paid $5 for that. So that's an easy $10 invested into an easy 50 bucks. And these things are easy to ship. And yeah. So let's go into the Switch pickup. Like I said, paid $170 for all this stuff. Let's start with the accessories here. First thing, we got this dock. It's not the original dock, but he said it still works exactly like the original. So He said he just liked this one because it's more compact or whatever. But I'll test it out, and yeah, that's the dock. Then we got 2 controllers. And this one's like a mini one. Never seen this one before. It's really small. I don't know if that's for like a kid, but it actually feels really good. But yeah, we got that one, and then we got this Pokemon one, I believe. Power A. So I'm not sure if I'm going to sell those separately or just throw them with the system. And then we got the Mario little joystick thingies or whatever. And then let's get into the Switch, and then we'll get into the video game. So it came with this Mario case, and then came with a really clean Mario Edition Nintendo Switch. And everything works. It's all good. Charge is really nice. Holds charge good. Joy-Cons, no drift or anything like that. Super clean. He just said he has 2 of them, and he just bought an Xbox, the new one, and he doesn't need this anymore. So really clean. Looks like these are going for like $250 plus. That's probably what I'll price that, and I'll throw probably one of these controllers with it as well to get that $250 plus shipping. And this should sell pretty quickly, I'm hoping, so I can get my money back and be profitable just selling this. So my whole idea with getting video games is I like to get, you know, the consoles, make my money back just on the consoles, and then all the video games with the bundle is all profit. So for example, paid $170, this sells for $250. I'm profitable after fees, after shipping. This makes all my money back, and then this, the video games, will be all profit. And these are all really good titles. So we got Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is like a $30 to $40 game right here. Yeah, so keep an eye out for it. You know, anything Nintendo Switch. I'm not saying anything, but just Nintendo Switch games. You guys know these things still hold really good value, obviously. So Xenoblade 3, that should go for at least 35, maybe 40. And then we got Super Mario 3D World, another $30, $35 game. Then we got Mario Kart Deluxe. That's another, you know, $35 game right there. And then this one does have a damaged case, but not a big deal. This is at least 35 to 40 as well. And that's a good title as well. Kirby, I've never heard of this game, but yeah. So 4 really good titles. Nintendo Switch, not going to pass that stuff up. So if you guys are excited, if you guys want to see more video game, you know, videos and me implementing that stuff, please let me know down in the comments. It really helps me out. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, helps out the channel, helps me out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Peace out.